Hello, Guardians and Gamers, and welcome back. It is finally here, Season 22, Season of the Witch, and you know what that means. We get an absolutely new artifact, which means new mods, which means brand new builds, and I'm seriously loving this season and the builds. So right off the bat, I've gone with a Strand Hunter build, and I'm going to get into it and show you guys how it all works together and why I'm running that this season. One, it is an absolutely ad clearing monster of a build, and I've really been loving it. And everything, really everything put together, the weapons, the mods, the perks, everything is really synergizing so well. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with the subclass. So running the only super that Strand has for now. I hope they bring more supers out, but running Silk Strike, I've got Marksman's Dodge on, which is going to reload your weapon. Moving on, we got Triple Jump, the Thread Spike, which is unfortunately the only melee that the Hunter has currently. Would kind of be cool to get like another Shuriken or something like that out there, but one of the main parts of this build is going to be your grapple hook. You have to make sure you have that grapple hook. It is going to make sure that you grapple onto ads, pull you over. You're going to be able to do that punch. You're going to take out ads around you with sever. You're going to create that tangle. You're going to be able to pick that tangle up and toss it, and we're going to go into the aspects from there. Widow's Silk is the other aspect that I have up, so that's going to give you the 2 grenade charges. So your grenade is what your grapple is, so make sure that you've got that on. That's going to keep you alive, going to keep you moving around really quick, going to keep you taking everything, all the ads out around you. We've also got the Whirling Maelstrom aspect. So like I was mentioning about those strand balls that you're able to pick up, so you pick those up, you toss them, and they're going to turn into an absolutely devastating whirlwind, like you've seen on Naruto, or you've seen that Beyblade thing. You know, they're spinning around. It's going to be taking out ads, seeking them out. You're going to be able to grapple onto more things, punch them, go invisible. It's absolutely amazing. I really love that Bungie added this aspect for this season. It is really what you needed for that Strand subclass to take it, like I said, to the next level for the Hunter. Moving on to fragments, we got Thread of Continuity, the Thread of Fury, Thread of Generation, so as well as Thread of Warding. So Thread of Continuity, so suspend, unravel, and sever effects applied to targets have the increased duration, so everything you're doing is going to give you the most benefit out of doing it. Thread of Fury, so damaging targets with Tangle grants melee, so damaging those targets, you're going to get that melee back. You can throw that, you can get more of your strand balls, you can throw them out more, you can have these whirling things all over the place. Absolutely awesome. I love it. So Thread of Generation, dealing damage generates grenade energy, so the more damage you're able to deal, whether it's with anything that you're doing, you're going to get grenade energy back a whole lot quicker. So you've got double that grenade right here with this aspect. You're getting it back a whole lot quicker. You literally always have the ability to use that grapple hook to move over to ads, pull them towards you, take them out, go invisible, get your health back. I love it. And the last one is Thread of Warding, so picking up Orbs of Power grants Woven Mail, so all those orbs that you're able to make through the mods in your armor is going to give you Woven Mail, and also keeping that armor charge up, because I mean a lot of the activities you're doing right now is with a lot of other Guardians, a lot of other people creating Orbs of Power, so you can constantly have that Woven Mail up, so it's absolutely awesome. Let's move on down to the artifact next. So So far for the artifact, I've gone with anti-barrier auto rifle, unstoppable scout, and overload hand cannon, so that got me absolutely covered there. We've also got the arc strand siphon combo, so combines the arc strand siphon mods into one. I went with diviner's discount, so on your legs your scavenger mods are going to be discounted to one instead of three. Moving over, we've got the Thanotaic Tangles. So Strand weapon final blows have a chance to generate a tangle, hence why I'm running all Strand weapons. The Elemental Orbs arc. I wish there was Elemental Orbs for Strand, but I guess that's why we create the Tangles. And we've also gone with the communal pickups. So if other people pick up your Tangles, you're going to get benefits out of them doing that as well. So when an alloy destroys or picks up your Tangle or Elemental Orb, the Tangle cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds, and you gain a bonus damage with weapons matching your subclass for 10 seconds. So if you're running Strand weapons and you're running a Strand subclass, you're going to get bonus damage for 10 seconds, which is absolutely awesome. And you really do notice it. I mean, you just watch some of the health bars of enemies just go pew. Absolutely awesome. We've also got the refreshing pickups for the artifact perk. So picking up a Tangle or Elemental Orb grants energy to your least powered ability. Love it. The last column I haven't been able to pick up yet. I still got a lot of grinding to do, but I'm going to be going with the Monochromatic Maestro. As well as probably elemental munitions or frenzied stacks, or it's absolutely open on that last column, and I can't wait to get into it. But Monochromatic Maestro is going to be a big one. Dealing elemental ability damage increases matching weapon damage, and elemental weapon damage increases matching ability damage. So bonus granted is 10% for 5 seconds. You got all 3 people in a fire team running this, or all 6 people in a fire team running it. You guys are going to be putting out quite a bit of damage. It's going to be insane. Let's move on over to what we got for the weapon or armor perks, as well as the weapons that I'll be running. So right off the bat, we're running Assassin's Cowl for the exotic. This is what brings that build together. So like I said, you're going to grapple onto something. You're going to be able to do a melee punch once you reach them, and that's going to replenish your health. It's going to take out a bunch of ads with that sever. It really is absolutely awesome. On there, I've gone with Ashes to Assets, so that's going to help for getting your super back a whole lot quicker. Like I said, using that grenade ability, taking out those ads, you are going to get that super back a whole lot quicker. You will notice that. We got the Arc Strand Siphon combo, like I mentioned, the special ammo scout. I don't even know if these finders or the scouts or anything like that actually work, but it definitely helps other people on your team out, especially if they're running it for you as well. Moving on to the arms, we're running firepower. So your grenade final blows create orbs of power, which is going to help you out as well as teammates. Momentum transfer, so causing damage with grenades reduces your melee cooldown, and we're also running impact induction, so causing damage with a melee attack reduces your grenade cooldown. Chest armor, we're running arc resistance, solar resistance, and I mean, you can swap this out, but I'm running loosened blade because my heavy is a sword right now. Once I do get the Strand LMG, I will probably be running that, so I can just change this over to void. I am running the recuperation on my legs, the solar scavenger. I was running a solar weapon, but I would be changing that over to Strand scavenger. Innervation for the leg as well reduces grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. So like I said, the more orbs you and your teammates are creating is going to help this build out quite a bit. And onto the cloak for the hunter, we're running outreach. So reduces melee cooldown when you using your class ability. So once you do that dodge, you're going to get a reload to your weapons, and you're also going to get a reload or a reduced melee cooldown Running utility kickstart as well, so collecting an orb of power. Class ability energy is fully expended, you gain class ability energy, so using it you gain it, picking up orbs you gain it. It absolutely awesome. And I'm also running one bomber, so reduces grenade cooldown when you're using your class ability energy. So picking up orbs, you're going to get the cooldown doing damage, you're going to get a cooldown, and picking up orbs, you're getting a cooldown on having that grapple, that grenade up and ready for when you need it. It is always going to be there. The one thing I am going to mention about using that grapple, make sure you can, if you need to, you kind of jump back so you're able to pull yourself down to do that animation to take out those ads, because if you're too close, you're not going to be able to do that. You're just going to do that like stab punch thing. It doesn't actually activate anything to do with Assassin's Cowl. So make sure you have a little bit of distance when using that grapple, so it is able to pull you in. You can do that animation. It will make you go invisible. Absolutely loving it. Let's move on over to weapons. So I am running Rufus's Fury, and with this one I went with Reconstruction and Hatchling. So getting those precision kills, you are going to get a hatchling out of there. You'll see it pop out. It's able to scurry around, take out some more ads. You got your whirling thing going on. You're grappling on the things. Like I said, this is an absolutely ad devastating build. The next one up, we're running, if you have purchased new expansion or the new DLC, you're going to get the Tessellation. Now, we all know that there is no energy weapons that are Strand, but the Tessellation goes on damage of whatever your subclass is. So with this thing, you're disintegrating, you're severing the targets that you're hitting, you're doing massive damage. And then it gets even better because of what you're running for the hunter. You're able to get that grenade back a whole lot quicker by doing almost anything. You're able to consume your grenade with this thing and do a massive output blast. So I love it. It really is an absolutely amazing fusion rifle. Bungie, do not nerf this, please. All right, next one up is the sword that I'm running, which is the Thin Precipice sword, which is Strand, and we're also running Hatchling on the sword. So usually when you're doing damage on something, there's other ads around, you're able to take out those ads, you're able to create more hatchlings. It really benefits everything that you're doing, and the build synergizes together very, very well. Everybody, that is what I am running for this amazing Strand Hunter build. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me anything that I could change in here or what you guys would do differently. Would absolutely appreciate it. And come check us out at youtube.com/@Starset7Gaming. And till next time, you guys be safe and take care.